Well, we're learning today that the son of Hollywood icon Rob Reiner and his wife Michele is being held on $4 million bail in connection with his parents' deaths. Gwen Baumgartner reports from Los Angeles.
A crime scene cleanup truck arrived early this morning at the Los Angeles home of legendary filmmaker Rob Reiner and his wife Michele. According to online records from the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department, the couple's 32-year-old son Nick has been booked in connection with what the police are calling an apparent homicide.
The current death investigation that is being conducted by the Los Angeles Police Department is going to be handled by the Homicide Special Section of Robbery Homicide Division of the Los Angeles Police Department.
Police say first responders found the bodies last night. Rob Reiner, son of late comedic great Carl Reiner, initially gained fame playing Archie Bunker's son-in-law, Meathead, on CBS's All in the Family. He went on to direct dozens of iconic films, including This Is Spinal Tap, The Princess Bride, and When Harry Met Sally.
Just really surreal and still in shock, to be honest. It's just still in shock.
Jerry O'Connell was one of the child co-stars of Reiner's classic film Stand By Me.
Rob was like a father to me. He was like a father to me.
The couple's son Nick has been booked on $4 million bail. In a statement about the Reiner's death, the family says it's heartbroken by the sudden loss and asks for privacy. Hollywood is mourning the tragic loss. Flowers mark Reiner's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And the Princess Bride star, Carrie Elways, posted on Instagram a photo from the movie set captioning it, "No words." Gwen Baumgartner, CBS News, Los Angeles.
The investigation into the deadly shooting at Brown University has taken a new turn. A person of interest detained over the weekend has now been released. Authorities are asking the public for any video footage that could help identify a person of interest in connection with the deadly shooting. On Saturday, 2 students were killed and 9 others were injured when dozens of rounds were fired inside of a classroom. While a tip led to the detention of one person, police have since released them as the investigation continues.
The first thing I thought was, this is a physics experiment gone wrong. This is a wood shop. This is anything but this.
In response to the tragedy, Brown University has canceled all remaining classes and exams for the semester. And now Australia is reeling after a deadly attack on people celebrating Hanukkah in Sydney, marking the country's worst mass shooting in nearly 30 years. The violence unfolded over Bondi Beach as 2 gunmen opened fire on a Hanukkah festival, shooting up to 60 rounds in 10 minutes. A civilian helped disarm one of the attackers, and a shootout with police brought the incident to an end. Among the victims was Rabbi Eli Schlanger, who had just welcomed his 5th child. The Jewish community is shaken, with some expressing concern over the rising anti-Semitism in the country.
Soaring levels of anti-Semitism and incitement, and in many ways this made this predictable. And we warned that this would happen, and yet you just don't expect it to happen. Because it's Sydney, Australia, it's Bondi Beach, it's our peaceful homeland here.
The Australian government is reviewing its gun control laws while authorities continue to investigate the motive behind the attack. A Hanukkah celebration in Fayetteville brought together people of various faiths in the wake of recent global events. Rabbi Grishman of Chabad, Northwest Arkansas, highlighted how the holiday's message of light remains significant in times of uncertainty. Rabbi Grishman spoke about how Hanukkah encourages a response to darkness with unity and light. The holiday, which celebrates overcoming adversity, drew a diverse crowd despite the cold. Attendees were joined by law enforcement for extra security as they gathered in solidarity, showing support for each other in challenging times.
Today there was dark news in the world. There was evil reared its ugly head once again, and people don't know what to feel.
In Fayetteville, community members continue to come together, finding strength and unity and the shared values of kindness and support. Continuing coverage, Stacey Drake, the man accused of killing 3 people in Oklahoma, returned to court today in Sequoyah County. Drake has pleaded not guilty to 3 counts of first-degree murder. He is accused of killing Tara Underwood and Taylor Sharp at LaFerrie's Propane in Gans, Oklahoma in June of 2024. Those killings sparked a multi-day manhunt. Drake is also charged with multiple other criminal offenses. Prosecutors say they will seek the death penalty when the case goes to trial. We'll keep you posted on what comes from today's status hearing. And today, a pre-trial hearing is set for a former church volunteer accused of multiple sexual assaults. Andrew Apple was arrested in February and was accused of rape, second-degree sexual assault, and sexual indecency with a child. Court documents say Apple was a volunteer at Bentonville Church and that the alleged crimes happened between Apple and multiple children on church grounds. The pastor at Calvary Church confirmed Apple was a youth volunteer there until February, when the allegations came to light and the church removed him. And a small group of activists gathered outside the Arkansas state capitol this weekend, holding a rally in response to a recent neo-Nazi sighting in Little Rock. The rally was organized by the Committee of Labor for Arkansas Workers, following last week's appearance of a masked neo-Nazi group called Blood Tribe in the city. Little Rock police body camera video from that incident showed officers wearing more than 20 men to remove their masks and provide identification.
The goal here is to gain more people out yelling about it. If the Nazis are coming out to march through our neighborhoods with guns and our response is silence, then that number of Nazis grows, and we can't have that.
Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders' office previously condemned the neo-Nazi demonstration, saying racism has no place in the state. The Children and Family Advocacy Center in Benton County is facing hundreds of thousands in funding cuts, with a projected $600,000 loss next year. The center has served the community since 1989, providing trauma-informed services for women and children in crisis, including shelter, medical care, and counseling. Tonight, Bella Vista City Council will discuss ways to support the center. Councilman Travis Hart is pushing for funding, noting that about 5% of the center's cases come from Bella Vista. Executive Director Natalie Tibbs hopes other cities will follow if funding is approved as the need for services grows.
Each of those individuals brings something with them and a need for a resource. And some of that, a lot of that, can be and is an experience of some type of trauma or child abuse. And so how do we get that topic to also be something that our community is talking about so that we can ensure the proper resources are in place?
Tibbs says the county has already voted to approve some of the funding loss for next year, but says they're still needing more. Tonight's Bella Vista City Council meeting starts at 6.